All right, welcome back to another explainer. Today we're breaking down a highly requested, honestly just incredibly powerful topic. We're looking at a rapid, comprehensive 30-day male self-improvement roadmap. And listen, this isn't about superficial tweaks. We're talking about a complete inside-out transformation. We've pulled together the absolute best insights from grooming experts, fitness coaches, and behavioral psychology to give you a definitive, no-nonsense blueprint. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Can you truly transform your appearance, your energy, and your presence in just 1 month? It's a fair question, right? Most people look in the mirror and assume a real glow up takes years of grueling, agonizing work. But the research and expert consensus actually say otherwise. 30 days of intense, focused discipline can completely undo years of neglect. 1 month is literally all it takes to shift how the world perceives you, and far more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Because here's the thing. The great secret of the top 1% of attractive, commanding men isn't that they won some crazy genetic lottery, it's simply that they are ruthlessly consistent. This explainer is your authoritative guide to exactly that consistency. If you follow this roadmap for the next 30 days, you won't even have to announce your transformation to anyone. It's gonna speak for itself.
Our blueprint is built on 5 logical pillars: mastering face and grooming, fueling the body right, building an athletic physique, elevating personal style, and finally, commanding respect with presence. Kicking things off with Pillar 1, mastering face and grooming.
Your face is the absolute foundation, mostly because it's where people judge you first. Now, what's really interesting here is that we get to bust a massive myth right off the bat. Most guys out there do not have bad genetics. What they actually have is a puffy face. It's called facial bloat. Water retention, bad sleep, and a little extra body fat will literally bury the natural bone structure, like the jawline and cheekbones, that are already sitting right there underneath. You can fix this incredibly fast. Cut down on heavy salt at night, drink a ton of water, lower your overall body fat, and eat potassium-rich foods like bananas or drink coconut water to flush out all that retained fluid.
Next up is framing that face. Think of it like a picture frame. A bad haircut ruins the whole thing, while a strategic one creates perfect visual balance. Let's run through this quickly. If you have a round face, you want a high fade with volume on top, plus a beard that's longer at the chin to stretch out your look. Square faces? They look fantastic with a buzz or crew cut, softening those sharp edges. Oval faces are universally balanced, so a classic fade with a quiff is a surefire hit. And if you have a longer, rectangular face, definitely avoid high volume on top. Stick to medium sides or a fringe to kind of reduce that visual length. And when it comes to your beard, this specific detail changes absolutely everything: the 2-finger neckline rule. Just place 2 fingers horizontally right above your Adam's apple. That top finger, that's your baseline. Everything below that gets shaved. A massive mistake guys make is shaving all the way up to the actual jawbone. Never ever do that. It completely destroys your jawline visually and creates this dreaded double chin illusion. Oh, and a quick expert tip here: if you live in a harsh climate with heavy AC or you're washing your face with desalinated water, you absolutely must use a beard oil or moisturizer daily. Those environments strip your natural oils and leave you with a dry, wiry beard. Let's wrap up the face with skin and hygiene. Clear skin isn't magic, you know? It is purely about consistency. Your daily, non-negotiable routine is just 3 simple steps. Cleanse morning and night to get rid of the day's grime. Repair the damage using a vitamin C serum or, if you're a bit older, retinol. And finally, moisturize and protect with an SPF of 30 or higher. Listen, sun damage ages you faster than literally anything else. Pair that clear skin with neatly trimmed nails and a solid signature cologne, and your return on investment is going to shoot through the roof.
Moving right along to Pillar 2, fueling the body right.
Okay, grooming works from the outside in, but we absolutely have to work from the inside out too. So the crucial point here is that you simply cannot outwork a bad diet. If you're constantly eating junk, your skin is going to break out, you're going to look puffy, and your eyes will look exhausted. Period. To visibly slim down the face and carve out that jawline over the next 30 days, you need lean proteins to build tissue, healthy fats to regulate your hormones, and complex carbs for sustained energy. Hydrate relentlessly like it's your job, and swap out sugary sodas for green tea. It's packed with antioxidants and naturally boosts your metabolism. Now, even with an awesome diet, modern food can sometimes lack density. These 4 specific supplements are what separate a truly optimized guy from someone who trains hard but still looks and feels flat. Vitamin D and omega-3s, incredible for your skin, your mood, and overall hormone function. Magnesium is a total game changer for deep sleep quality, which, by the way, fixes those dead, tired eyes.
and creatine pulls water straight into your muscle cells, giving your physique a fuller, stronger look while actually boosting brain function too. Next up, Pillar 3, building an athletic physique.
We've got the fuel sorted, so let's talk about the engine. Our goal for a 30-day glow-up is an attractive, highly functional body. We aren't just going for sheer and movable mass here. And this brilliantly illustrates the trap a lot of guys fall into. They pick one extreme. The gym bro focuses entirely on heavy lifting, which builds muscle, sure, but often leaves guys looking stiff, a bit puffy, and just slow. On the flip side, you have the marathon runner, who focuses purely on cardio, which usually leads to a skinny, visually flat look. The sweet spot we want is hybrid training, combining weightlifting with cardio or combat sports. This builds those broad shoulders and a tight waist from lifting, while the heavy cardio leans out the body and physically sharpens the face.
Here's your rapid, actionable workout synthesis. You do not need to live in the gym to pull this off. Hit compound lifts like squats and presses 2 to 3 times a week. Add 1 or 2 days of running or MMA to really spike your heart rate and testosterone. And hey, even if you can't get to a gym at all, don't sweat it. A 20-minute daily home routine of high-rep burnouts, things like push-ups and squats, taken right to muscular failure, will absolutely tighten your muscles, broaden your chest, and drastically fix your posture within 30 days. You've totally got this.
All right, on to Pillar 4, elevating your personal style. It's time to dress the vessel we've just spent all this effort building. Understand this, clothing isn't just fashion. It's a massive signal of your self-awareness, your status, and your confidence before you ever even open your mouth to speak. The biggest mistake men make? Trying way too hard to look interesting with loud, trendy, graphic-heavy outfits that just look like they're begging for attention. Stop it. Go to your closet today and purge the ill-fitting, faded stuff. You want the clean, boring style formula. It works every time. Crisp white shirts, plain black tees, dark slim-fit jeans, and quality footwear. Think Chelsea boots or spotless sneakers. It sounds simple because it is. And the ultimate secret weapon to make this work? Take those simple clothes to a tailor. I'm serious. A perfectly fitted $10 t-shirt looks infinitely better than a baggy $500 designer shirt that drapes like a literal tent.
Finally, we hit Pillar 5, commanding respect with presence. Think about it. You have the face, the health, the body, and the style dialed in. But a great physical vessel means absolutely nothing if you don't know how to animate it properly. As the quote says, confidence is the secret ingredient behind every glow-up. You could have perfect skin and a custom-tailored foot, but if you don't actually believe in yourself, it instantly shows. So how do you build that real deep confidence? By building internal value. Dedicate an hour a day over the next month to learning a new hard skill. Coding, a new language, public speaking, whatever it is. Knowing deep down that you are capable and constantly improving naturally radiates outward as pure, unshakable confidence. Let's move to and see how this builds. Your presence is actually judged in distinct phases, kind of like a sequence. When entering a room, walk with a straight back at a moderate, unhurried pace. Rushing just screams anxiety. When settling into the space, stand with your weight balanced and your chest open. Whatever you do, don't cross your arms. It instantly telegraphs weakness or defensiveness. When engaging with someone, maintain steady, natural eye contact. And when communicating, try to speak slowly, right from your chest, to utilize a deeper, more resonant tone. Perfecting all this really comes down to a few micro habits. Now, don't be a statue out there. Definitely smile, but do it at the right times, like during greetings or when making a really positive point. A constant nervous smile just chips away at your authority. Use a clear voice and really try to master the power of the short pause right before you answer a question. It shows you're thoughtful and fully in control. And finally, back to the absolute basics, please prioritize 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep. You cannot project a magnetic, commanding aura if you're walking around with the dead eyes of someone surviving on 3 hours of sleep and caffeine.
30, that's the magic number right there. Everything we just went over, across grooming, diet, training, styling, and body language, is completely useless if you quit on day 3. Over the next 30 days, consistency is quite literally the only difference between the guy who says, "I tried," and the guy who says, "I transformed." Which brings us to the end of this explainer. You have the blueprint, you have the science, you even have the exact timeline. The only real question left is, are you going to keep waiting around for a someday that never actually comes? Or is your day one starting right now? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay focused and take action. See you next time.